Hello, my name is Janice LaRoche. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And today I'd like to make this card with you. It was a challenge for our team that our team leader had given out, and we had to use a stamp set, the whole stamp set, every stamp in the set. And I chose this one. It's awesomely artistic, and it has 9 stamps. And this is the stamp set we're going to use today. And I used all 9 stamps on this one set. So, let's go. What you will need is your card base is 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. My bowl folder over that. There we go. Nice now. And then you will need a piece of basic black. And I cut this at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Because I just wanted a tiny border around this card. And then this one, to border on top of that, I cut at 5 3/8. Sorry, 5 1/4 by 4. And that's all you will need card-wise. A piece of scrap to do the friend, which I've popped up on Dimensionals, and the little circle. So you'll need a piece of scrap for that. So right now we're just going to work on this piece of the card top. Alright, so let's start. I have all my stamps laid out, and this one I put over the edge so it's it will stamp right on the edge. And I'm using Memento black ink. So let's see how we do. I think I might need a piece of scrap in case I go off the edge. There we go. And I want it close to the top, but not all the way. That should be good. And if you don't get it exactly right, there, your sentiment is going to cover it up. Oh, no, I forgot to do that. Oh, well. All right, let's see. Yeah. That's going to be covered up, so it doesn't matter. But I do want to put one on the bottom. Oops. Stamp that off. I didn't want to stamp that much. Clean that off. And let's move the stamp up a little bit. We're just going to put a little bit on the stamp. So we're just going to stamp a tiny bit there. That'll do. And put it on the bottom. There. That'll be good. And clean it off. Right. Okay. So now we can do the friend part. And this is what you need the scrap for. So I already have a little piece of scrap here, and I did the circle already, which was this stamp right here. And now we'll just stamp the black, and it's got gaps in it. It looks antiqued type thing, so we're just going to stamp anywhere on your piece of scrap and stamp off. Wash off this black. I don't like black on my stamps. And then the word friend. So we'll stamp that up. And make sure we stamp kind of in the center. Like that. Stamp off. Clean the stamp. There we go. Alright. And then you have to fussy cut these out, okay? So, through the magic of television, I already cut 2 out. I'll cut those out later. So, for this, we are going to pop it up on Dimensionals, which I have forgotten. So, I will put 2 Dimensionals on here. And center it over that. That'll be good. And then this is going to go there, but I'm going to stamp first in case it just gets in my way. Alright, we will do the flower next. And because it's so big, I like to bring the stamp pad to the flower. And we're doing it in Memento black because I'm going to color with the Stampin' Blends markers. And they're alcohol based. So if I used a water-based ink, it would make it run. So I'm going to use this. And should be good about there. How beautiful is that? I think this is such a pretty flower, or spray of flowers. I'll wash my stamps off. Yeah. All right. Okay, now what I did was I already stamped one on here and fussy cut a little bit out so that I can layer it up and then stamp here with the leaves in the stamp set. So I'm going to use this leaf and this leaf from the set. So that one and that one. And I'm going to do those in olive green this time. Last time I used garden green, but this time I'm going to use olive. And I'm going to stamp off one time. Yeah, because I don't want it too dark. And the reason you do this is so that it looks like the leaves are behind the flowers and not on top of the flowers. So you stamp that one there. And let me get this one. And we'll stamp off. And yeah, I'll stamp it here. You can stamp more than 2 leaves if you want. I'm just doing the 2. And then you pick this up and you'll see that it looks like it's behind your flowers. So, and that's just, it's called masking, and you just cut out. I should have cut out the whole flower, but I was lazy and just cut out the part I needed. So, and then all I did was, I colored in the leaves with the Stampin' Blend, and this is the old olive, and I'm going to use the thin side. It has a brush tip and a pen tip, and I'm using the pen tip part. I'm just going to color some leaves in. And a few more. I didn't want a lot of color on it. I wanted it to just be mainly green and black. Couple here. And I think that's about good. And then I just took the yellow and I took the pen tip as well. And I put a dot in the center of the flowers. You can color these in. I think they'd be pretty because it's got markings that you could do great shading with these. Light and dark stamping blends. And then we're going to take our Wink of Stella and just squeeze some out. And I'm just going to go over just to give it a little sparkle. If I don't have gems on my card, I put Wink of Stella. I'm absolutely glitter crazy. I don't know if you can see that, but I sure can. It's the kind of glitter I like, that it doesn't make a mess. It doesn't get over everything. There. That should be good. Oops, I think I missed that one. Hard to tell white on white. I don't know if you can see it. I'll hold it up to the camera. Can you see that? I can. Okay. So now, let's do our next stamp, because we have to use all 9. We're going to just use these spots. And what I'm going to do again, I'll put on here, is I'm going to stamp off so it's not too dark, and just stamp it in the corner like that. Stamp off and stamp in this corner. Right, like that. And clean that off. I already did that one. So now all we have left is our dragonfly. And what we need again is our mask. So we will cover up. I want it like up here. Just the part of the dragonfly. His wings will be behind the flower. So we're just going to stamp him up. And I'm going to stamp off twice. And we will put him there. Like that. And clean that off. And then what I'm going to do is just color the wings with a little bit of Wink of Stella. Just put some glitter on him. I didn't exactly fit him on my card, did I? But I used a stamp. And our challenge was to use all stamps in the stamp set. So now we have our little black circle. We're going to pop up on a dimensional 2. And I just fussy cut that out because I don't have a little circle punch. It's probably a 3/4 inch circle punch. And I just don't have one. The smallest one I have is 1 1/2. So, okay, so we've finished our facing. So now all we have to do is put our card together. So, I'm going to take Fast Fuse and maybe and run it along. Oh shoot, there we go. And a little bit there. And then we're going to layer it on top of our card as best we can. Well, I didn't quite get it even at the top. I'm going to take my little guillotine cutter and trim it off. Fix my boo-boo. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, that'll work. And then we'll take our top of our card. I don't know why my fast fuse came off that. There we go. And we're going to layer this on the black. Okay. And there is our card. I think it's so pretty. For all one stamp set, I thought it would look really, really crowded, but it's actually not too bad. And you could put any sentiment inside. But anyway, I thank you for watching. I'll leave that there while I talk. And if you need to shop for any of the products, I will have all the measurements and all the products needed to complete this project on my blog. And my website is stampingnana.com. And if you, the first part of the website, you could shop there, or further down the page, you'll have my blog, and I'll have all the instructions and measurements and items needed to make this card. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.